name's Keith, and we're going to talk about my hobby progress this week. I changed up the intro once again. I actually got all my painting done early this weekend, and I'm really happy with the projects, but that let me time to do an old hobby of mine, which is old school RuneScape. So if you play it and want to skill together, or just, I don't know, have a chat, I don't know what people are doing. Oh, sorry, I've been away for so long. So yeah, just hit me up. My tag handle username, it's the paint log, it's the same thing. So yeah. But moving to the paint side of the paint log, I got the two minis and the two projects that I wanted to get done this weekend done. I finished up the Dwarf Warrior from my friend Britt, and I'm going to give it to them tomorrow. They chose the random color scheme. I don't have a comment of it or anything, but it was royal blue, forest green, and silver. Last week when I showed you this guy, I had the cape and the armor almost done. I didn't really touch the cape. I was super happy with how it turned out. I still think it's probably my best cape I've ever done. But I did think the armor highlights were a little bit, or like the panel outlining was a little bit too stark. I actually got some feedback on that, and thank you to the person who gave me feedback. I do agree with you. So I toned that down a little bit with glazing, and I'm overall more satisfied with it. I think it doesn't add as much contrast, which can be a bad thing. So thank you, Britt, for an amazing color scheme. They actually gave me like hexadecimal codes for the colors, which was nice. It was nice to like be able to pinpoint, because there are a lot of different things that are considered royal blue when you just Google royal blue. But I also had a second project that I worked on this weekend. In a previous video, I mentioned how I picked up a board game called Trails at a local like flea market garage sale type thing, and it came with two factions of mushroom men that I painted up. These little fellas were actually one of my first attempts at using the airbrush, if not the first attempt, if I remember correctly. But as the box art and the name of the game Trails tells you, there are slugs in the game, and I happened to paint up one of those slugs this weekend. I sat down with this model after a rigorous selection process where I went through like my boxes of stuff that I have and just chose the one that I wanted to work on, because I really wanted to work on establishing a contrast between like the light and the dark areas, as well as a gradient, and like blending it all together. And I think I did really, really well, at least for my own personal standard. The vast majority of this miniature is also just done in 4 colors, which I think is super cool. Like I limited myself in my color palette, but I got what I think is probably the best mini I've ever painted, just in terms of the contrast and the blending, like I said before. I think it's interesting to note that the colors I chose, like my darkest purple was like actually purple, right? Or like burgundy. It was like a purplish red, more purple. And then my highlight for that, or the peak of it, was a magenta, which when put side by side are not near, like I didn't stay in just purple as the color family in order to do the highlights. And I think it created this cool vaporwave aesthetic that like I really like this miniature and how it turned out. So that is my hobby progress this week. Remember, if you liked the video, go ahead and leave it a like, or leave a comment down below if you have idea of a color scheme or just some words of positivity. I don't know. Yeah, leave a comment. Like if you really like the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I release a video like this every Thursday. And with that, I'm Keith. This has been the Paint Log, and I will see you all next time. Bye.